Welcome back. You're still watching Nile Cruise with Yasmin Bakir and myself, Muhammad Abdurrahim, from the site of the beautiful historic St. Mary Virgin Mary Church in Al Maadi in southern Cairo, the first episode of 2019. Dear viewers, because the Egyptian people are the essential product of harmony in diversity, otherness has become an integral component of their awareness, the awareness of Egyptians. A basic constituent of our national and cultural identity. This characteristic has yielded one important result. Egypt has been the land of refuge, in the widest sense of the word, a place of tolerance and dialogue for peoples, races, cultures, and religions. Today we will highlight an initiative to promote enduring daily interfaith cooperation, to end religiously motivated violence, and to create cultures of peace, justice, healing, and curing.
Yes, the URI, Mina, is a regional non-profit organization which aims at building the peace. It also escorts the work of 47 affiliate groups who are working on themes related to peace building and interfaith dialogue in at least 9 different countries, or I believe it's much more
Over
than that.
100,
yes, our guest is going to tell us more about that. But each URI group includes different members who are also related to 3 different religions, spiritual expressions, and their traditions as well. To know more about this very interesting initiative and to understand more about the role that these countries that are contributing in our and the projects that they're doing, we are very much delighted with our guest who is going to tell us about it.
Ahmed Usama Abu Doma from the URI, the United Relations Initiative Board member. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And Yasmin was mentioning the countries. I think the 9 are the ones in the MENA region.
But there are more than 100
yeah,
countries.
So and of course, Dr.
Yes,
Abu Doma
that's a lot. That's a lot, definitely. Tell us more about this initiative.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to being with you today, and I'm really happy and pleased to find that our great organization is really, you have a lot of information about it. And you mentioned what we really do, that this global initiative is existing in more than 110 countries. So we have different groups everywhere and in different areas. MENA region, Middle East and North Africa. By the way, the Global Board of Trustees is representing the global world.
All right.
So if you are elected for, I elected for the MENA region, me and 2 colleagues. We have also 3 from Africa, from the United States, from Australia, Canada, Asia, different places.
That's great.
So our global board is discussing and deciding and working on the globe, not only for the region.
Mm-hmm.
Every region has its own projects and working groups, and in every country we have groups also working together in humanitarian service. The basic is working together with the diversity of people with different faiths, different beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes without saying, for peace building is to live together, to work together, the coexistence, as in Egypt, as the land of civilization, the land of peace. We have a lot of all over the history how people in Egypt, Muslims, Christians, everybody, all united and facing all of the tragics, the challenges, the wars, the worries together.
Yes. Dr. Ahmed Abu Doma, now speaking of this vast number of people who are cooperating together, and of course there's different needs and different programs in a lot of countries. When you said working and cooperating together, it's very interesting to know here, how do you cooperate and work to, along with each other?
I joined them since more than 15 years ago. And we are growing every day and every where, because we are promoting our ideas now. The networking is available, and I think the needs of peace and the culture of peace now in this very critical time or over the history, the world is in a big challenge of the terrorism and all of these kind of terrorists everywhere. We are in need to work more. So the non-governmental organizations is growing up. In the same time, it needs to be hand to hand with the governments everywhere to push and to work to get to do more in serving the societies.
Dr. Boudoma, could you talk to us about the activities of URI in Egypt specifically?
In Egypt, we have several cooperation circles. Some of them is working with women. Some is working with youth. The youth development is very important, and serving kids. And now we are planning for inviting people globally to Egypt to organize events here for training the trainers for peace building. Couple of years ago, I think we trained more than 700 teachers of religions, Muslims and Islam and Christianity, how to deal and to work on the basics of tolerance and coexistence and equality between the kids to grow up in the environment like we in the past have it without saying.
Yeah, it was effortless. I mean, we just found it that way. Yeah, you found a tolerant society, and we were all loving each other. We didn't even know if this was a Muslim or a Christian or that. Yeah, that's how we grew up. Yeah.
This diseases, if we can name it, penetrated Egypt. It's not from our Egyptian culture or basics, but we have to work more culturally and doing more efforts in public awareness to and I think our society is very smart. The Egyptian by nature, the Egyptians understand well what's going around and how the conspiracy is concentrated in dividing people and trying to destroy the national security and the humanitarian securities through using the religion's flags. And maybe we are lucky to find this, what's going on in the region, to see, and now the satellites let everybody in every rural areas in Egypt aware and noticing what's going in Iraq,
Yes.
Syria, Libya, and how these kind of terrorist groups is doing crimes against humanity.
Yes, Dr. Ahmed, you said you've been joined with this initiative for a very long time, watching it grow over the years. So there are a number of remarkable achievements that you can recall now and possibly share it with us through Nile Cruise.
Resolution of conflicts, reconciliation,
Yes,
successes.
definitely. Sustainable development
Yeah.
as well. Education, because you just spoke about training and educating people.
Yes, I shared with a group of Egyptian intellectuals in training 700 teachers in 8 governorates, not only in Cairo. Also, humbly, I'm working in Upper Egypt. I am basically from Sohag, and there with the Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant, all of the churches, and even between people. Thanks God that they trust me to serve them all. They know that I will support and always backing the right things and working for peace building and healing between people without any kind of forces.
Yes.
So this kind of trust, humbly saying that it's really touches me, because to serve your country, to serve your humanity, even abroad. I can remember during the election of the global board, we were 6 candidates. So one trying to promote for another one, saying he is Christian. So the Christians replied, we don't care Muslim or Christian. Ahmed, Osama, Abu Duma will represent all of us. So
It's beautiful.
Yes.
this love and this really trust, it really reflects what's inside. With the Catholic Church, with the Orthodox, we have a wonderful history, with the
unity.
Protestant, everybody, with another religions, with the Baha'is.
Yes.
Mentioning that, Dr. Abu Doma, so the national unity spirit in Egypt has had great moments over the course of our old history and, of course, our recent history as well. Could you tell us about some of these magical moments of unity when you got your, when you get your body shivering in joy, really, and feeling affected by the beauty of that spirit of unity?
The beauty of that is really remarkable, and I'm living with this spirit. I remember a long time ago in our villages, in 2 big Christian families had big fights during a wedding. So it was a very big problem. And suddenly, by the way, I was going there, traveling there. Everybody tried to reconciliate and to make any kind of understanding between them, including the priests. So they didn't reply. And they accept only one person.
No.
A Muslim, yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I really, it touches my heart because they know that, and all of them were pleased by the solution. And the conflict resolution is to end it and to find, not to find
Yeah, sustainability,
Yes,
of course.
exactly.
To have sustainability.
another,
Yeah.
create
Yeah.
another troubles.
Yeah.
So it's really, thank God, it's really one of the gifts. I
That must
really-
be a blessing, definitely. Now, since you're functioning in a lot of other countries around the globe, it's very interesting to know the role the youth programs are presenting, especially as that even though it's a bit very different here in Egypt when it comes to unity and synchronizing with people of other faith, but that is not reflected accurately abroad. So it's very important to see how are you performing abroad with your initiative, and how are you contributing the youth, because of course the country is focusing so much about the youth, and there's several youth initiatives in building up not only the country but of course bridging religious dialogues.
It's very important. This point is very important, and working on these things, it needs, as we are doing through our networking, because everything is happening everywhere. On the same day or the next day, you find by emails now, everybody's knowing what's going around.
Technology, information
Yes.
technology
the,
change.
The open society now is clear. So it needs a lot of efforts from us as volunteers and community service and servants. With the media, it's very important. To deliver the message is to live it. Youth now, like in our generation, while we were very young, it was really normal life. We have good relationship. We have peaceful and lovely relationship till now. We still have our childhood friends till now. No problem with us with this kind of strange ideas. The youth need more to live it. The activities, if we can organize a lot of activities, bringing them together, not like only just in the celebration. That's normal in the celebration. When I'm going to the churches, someone asked me once a day, you are usually every year is going to the church. Why? I surprised. I told them I don't know. I just grew up like this all of my life. All over my life, I'm doing this. So the people just need to see the modules and the role model of the real relationship between us and how it really exists, not through forcing, not through stereotypes, because the other parts, the terrorists, are using the sound of religions in a very bad way to affect minds and to brainwashing the young generation, like they are defending their religion, serving God by killing others. So we have to work curiously about this and knowing and we know what's their agenda and strategy and ideology.
Yes.
It is really out of Islam totally, because it's not our religion. Also with the Christians, and also you will find Jews are seeking peace. We have people from Palestine and Israel itself trying to work on peace and looking for coexisting and living together. So we are not just talking to our society here in Egypt. No, we are talking everywhere and loudly and building bridges with Europe, United States, Africa. As I said, the URI, the United Religions Initiative, is recognized with the United Nations, and we have Alliance of Civilization, coalition with them. We have relations with the UNESCO and African Union. So what we are doing
is coordinating with the international community. And actually the notion of peace is just one in all the religions, and it's just implemented differently.
And we can use all of this network in serving also our country and our society.
Yes.
Great work, great work.
Definitely. All right, Dr. Ahmed Osama Abu Doma, Global Board Trustees for the URI, which is abbreviated for the United Religion Initiative. Thank you very much, and God bless. Happy New Year, and keep up the good work, of course, definitely.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you, Dr. Abu Doma.
Thank you.
So now we're going to leave you with a short break in this report about the historical background of this church that we are just living in air from, the Virgin St. Mary Church located in Maadi. Stay tuned. We'll be back with Nile Cruise right after this.